Evening. I hope you're all well. It's been a bit of a crazy one today again. What the hell is going on? Like, Liverpool is just unbelievable at the moment. Like, so much more transfer news. Lots more Fabrizio Romano bombers. He can't stop at the moment. Also, loads of crazy stuff around some of players which are probably going to other clubs, which is hilarious. Obviously, we've got the Trent who can now speak Spanish update. The fact that he's got the number 12 shirt is an interesting one. In case you didn't know, that's Marcelo's shirt number. So he obviously wants to follow in his footsteps. Yeah, the internet's kind of broke. StreamYard broke today, so that's wild. So that's why my show's a bit later, because I couldn't actually create a show because StreamYard had crashed. Hope everyone's well. Do a couple of shout outs before we start. Big up James, big up Paul, big up AA. Hope you're well. Big up Neil as always. Big up Dan. Big up Harrison. You're now a mod, by the way, Harrison. Just to let you know. AA share. Peter, new member. Good to have you in. Big up Maroon Atari. Lots of others jumping in. Big up Irishman. That was hilarious. Your stroke, mate. So if you haven't checked out Irishman's show, you should, because it's hilarious. Because basically, he got kicked out of his own show by StreamYard, and the people were still in the show. And they talked about mushrooms and Nan's cooking and aliens for about 30 minutes. While Brian had to try and get back in. That's definitely worth a view. Big up Malcolm, big up Scottish, big up Tom. Hope you're all well. Might as well start things off. Yeah, you know, those kind of shrooms. Might as well start things off with also a big up LFC Monster. Thought you had a haircut. No, it's just in a pony, mate. It's in a ponytail. In a ponytail today. I don't always have it hanging down, but sometimes I tie it back. But yeah, it's in a ponytail tonight. Big up Eric. Hope you are well. Yeah, absolutely. The good old ones. Yeah. Okay, so let me quickly bring this in so you can all have a giggle. Let me know if you can hear the audio.
Por esta oportunidad. Fichar por un club como Real Madrid no sucede todos los días. Florentino Pérez como al club Real Madrid por esta oportunidad. Fichar por un club como Real Madrid no sucede todos los días. Florentino Pérez como al club Real Madrid por esta oportunidad.
Proper got the lingo there, honey. So, you know, and if you haven't seen, hang on, let me close that. If you haven't seen the other clip where he basically slips and says that this has been going on for a long time, and then he goes, "Oh, weeks, not years," then we all know. But I've got to play you this because I found this one out, which I found like 10 months. Jude Bellingham can talk like this. Listen to this. I'm just impressed by it, like, to be honest. Like, I wonder how long Jude.
¿Cómo está siendo de especial la noche de hoy, Jude? Estoy muy feliz porque tengo toda mi familia aquí. No mi familia actualmente, pero este equipo es increíble. Todos los días es un placer trabajar con ellos. Sí, muy
proper fluid Spanish. Doesn't speak German though, does he, that well? Because Tuchel thinks he's a bit of an ass. So maybe he needs to maybe needs to sweep up on his German a bit better then. So Tuchel and Tuchel's mum don't call him names. And if you didn't hear about that, that was hilarious as well. That Thomas Tuchel's mum called him. What was it? What was he called? Obnoxious, or what was the word he got called by Tuchel's mum? Tuchel's mum's not a fan. Job is probably learning Spanish. Repulsive. Repulsive. I don't know. I think I probably want to be called obnoxious than repulsive. I don't know, man. But Joe Bellingham's probably learning Spanish. That is brilliant. That's brilliant. I like that one. Okay, so what have we got for you next? I've got loads of stuff to cover actually. So let's go with the really, really good news. Should we go with the best news ever? Confirmed today by Fabrizio Romano, Darwin Nunez is open to Saudi and European options, and he is 100% confirmed being sold. Shall we break out the bottle of champagne? Shall we all break out the champers? Shall everybody put champagne bottles or drink emojis in there? Let's do it. Drink emojis in there, or fire emojis, or W's, loads of W's for wins. That is just amazing news that we are 100% selling him, because there was loads of rumours that we were going to give him another year, and nobody deserves another year. Not when they've been that bad. 100%. Get all those drinks emojis out. Yeah, all the wins. Absolutely. Everybody agrees. Yeah. He won a party, of course. 100%. 100%. So yeah, that come out today, which was great news. Also, just a little bit more of an update on the Wirtz stuff. Yeah, so basically he's moving. He's going to come over next week now, and the medical and all the paperwork and everything will get signed next week. But it's done. It's completely done. That deal. That's all sorted. That's 140 million euros guaranteed. So that's like 118 million pounds, with an extra 10 million with a crazy add-on, which is like winning the Ballon d'Or twice or something like that. Like, I think what's quite interesting as well about the Nunez one is the Napoli link, which I'm going to show you. Yeah. Romano's been pretty solid this window, to be fair. He's been pretty solid this window, I've got to be honest. Got to give him his dues on that one. Yeah, so there's this one, which is Darwin is set to depart Liverpool this summer, and obviously we've got the piece about he's willing to move to a number of clubs, European, and there's also this one as well, which is here. Where is it? Is it this one? No, it's this one here, I think. So there's a double move, which is being talked about. So I'm trying to find the page that I had. I think it's here. Okay, so I'll show you this one anyway from Football Italia. Just so you've got this one, and then I'll explain a bit more on it. Okay, so from Football Italia, Napoli are pushing Darwin Nunez. Conte is a big fan. Oh, I've got a super chat here. Big up Peter, by the way. Big up for the €5 super chat. Really appreciate that. Thoughts on what striker will end up if Darwizzi gets sold? I want to cover that. I will cover that. Okay. I will cover that after we've talked about potential Nunez going to Napoli. Because there's a potential Napoli double grab of Nunez and Chiesa. That's what's being mooted. That they're looking at Darwin Nunez and Chiesa, both players, to move to Napoli on a double deal. I can't find the page now, and for some reason my StreamYard started playing up. I need to close some screens. 2 seconds. I need to close that screen with Jude Bellingham. I think there's got a video in it. Yeah, have I talked about that? No. Okay, so the Darwin Nunez Napoli link. Also, I need to refind it. So it's Nunez, Chiesa, Napoli. Where is it? Napoli eyeing double raid. Yeah. Okay. So it's on goal. It's on goal.com. Let me just bring up this. I don't know where that link's gone. I must have closed it. Okay. So this link here is on goal.com, and it's Napoli eyeing double deal for Nunez and where's he look? It is Nunez and Chiesa. Yeah, Nunez and Chiesa. So it's La Repubblica claim that in addition to Liverpool forward Darwin Nunez, the Serie A champions are also looking to bring in winger Federico Chiesa. Conte is crazy about signing the Uruguayan, and negotiations have already started, and the Reds are open to transfer talks. This is according to an Italian outlet, and they're looking at a where is it? What's the value? I don't know where the value is. It's obviously got the value of how much we paid for him. It's obviously got the 85 million that we never paid that. We paid 77, and the 12.5 million for Chiesa. So I don't know how much the value is, but Napoli are looking at those two to obviously accommodate Kevin De Bruyne. For me, that would be fantastic, and maybe we could get Osimhen the opposite direction. Like, I don't know, because they obviously want to offload Osimhen, but genuinely, that's a great bit of business to move those two on, because Chiesa's not worked. Let's be honest, he's just not worked. Like, and obviously Darwin Nunez, we've given him too many tries now, and it's just not worked out. So Napoli heading for loads of Premier League players. I mean, let's be fair, it's not done them too badly, has it? Like, they got Scott McTominay, they got some Scottish player as well, some other Scottish player, and Scott McTominay's, I think he got Italian Player of the Year, even though he's not Italian. And he's up for he's in the top 20 for the Ballon d'Or, apparently. Like, he had an absolutely sensational season, and they won the league. Like obviously obviously they take Nunez and Chiesa. Nunez will probably ball it out there. Chiesa's he's back in his hometown, so he'll be fine. You know, it'd work out well for them. Yeah, it'd work out well for them, and it takes those two players off our books, which means that we can then concentrate on another player, which I'm now going to move on to, which I'm now going to talk about, Peter. Just a couple more shout outs while we're in. We've got over 100 in here now. I'm glad you're enjoying the show and late night show. Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't, please. Big up Peter. Big up Solo. Hope you're well, mate. Big up Joseph. Big up Malcolm. Big up Paul. Hope you're well, Paul. Who else have we got? Anyone else new in? Big up Pondelf. I still can't add you as a mod. Sorry, I did try. Big up Ant. Anyone else? Anyone else in? No, I think that is everybody I've mentioned. Yep. Okay. Okay, so next one we're going to cover is, I mean, we might as well talk about the Mail article, which kind of blew my socks off, to be honest, which popped in last night, which dropped last night with 100 million potential deal for Bradley Barcola. Like, how does everybody feel about that one? Yeah, I was Billy Gilmore. That was it. Billy Gilmore and billing. Yeah, fair enough. LFC. Also, big up N90. Big up YNWA. Hope you're well. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne has gone there now. So yeah, they're building up quite a contingency. A lot of English in the dressing room. How does everyone feel about Bradley Barcola? Like, the guy got 22 goals and 19 assists last season. Like, he's a really good player. How does anyone feel about that? Like, so we've gone from Ekatike to Barcola now in the space of what, 3 days? So it went from Wirtz to Ekatike. He never went to Isaac, by the way, unfortunately. It went from Wirtz to Ekatike, and now it's Barcola. Like, Barcola, that's a hell of a player. Like, really good player. I kind of feel a bit sorry for him because he was doing really well. He was scoring loads of goals. He was being like a really good player for them. And then they signed Kvaratskhelia, and he just got benched, like, unfortunately. And Doe has just gone on to levels. But Barcola's scored more goals and he's got more assists than Doe and Kvaratskhelia. But he still seems to be not the guy. Like, the new guys are getting played ahead of him. It's a case of Barcola will need to ask for a move. I think Barcola will need to ask for the move. I'm not sure they will sell unless he will ask for the move. Just like Rodrigo for Real Madrid. He would have to ask for the move. They don't need to sell. Like, they've literally just won the quadruple. Like, and he's a squad player now. Like, he wasn't a squad player; he was a first team player, but he was a squad player. You want to see some Barcola stats? Okay, 2 seconds. Let me get you some Barcola stats. Okay, let's have a look at some Barcola stats. Can you see that? So, Champions League last season, 17 matches, 3 goals, 4 assists. French Cup, 6 matches, 4 goals. Like Liga, 34 matches, 14 goals, 10 assists. Like the guy's been unreal. Like the guy got 14, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so he got 21 goals and he got 14 assists last season. 21 goals and 14 assists. Think about it, is the season before, unfortunately, it does feel a little bit like Isak. Like the season before, he played 10 games in the Champions League, got 1 goal, 1 assist. Then in the French Cup, he played 3 games, didn't score. Then in Liga, he played 25 games, he got 4 goals, 7 assists. So it does feel like he's had a breakout season, a bit like Ekitike. But do you go for a Barcola because he's ahead of Ekitike, as in he's played more games, he's an international, he's won trophies, like over Ekitike, who hasn't done that yet? Like he hasn't done that. Like he hasn't won trophies. I mean, I don't think Ekitike was in the. I don't think Ekitike was in that team that won the Europa League 3 years ago. I don't think he was in it. You'd rather Barcola over Ekitike. I mean, it could be an element that Liverpool have looked at Ekitike and Barcola, and we would pay the same amount of money for Ekitike than we would for Barcola. So we've gone, well, why would we spend the same amount of money for a guy that's won more trophies, got more experience, like is closer to that level than someone who might not be at that level for another year or two? Like Barcola's ready to go. Like you can tell Barcola's like would come to the Premier League and set it on fire. Like you could tell that. Like, yeah, and I understand the Isak money, and I'm going to talk about Isak as well because he's obviously in my picture, Isak. So we're going to talk about him as well. The Isak one's interesting because I found this, but I don't know how true this is. Where is it? Where is it? It's here. So I found this, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know how true this is. Like this was yesterday, and people are talking about it. Like Isak hands in transfer request. The Swede wants to join a big club in the summer. Liverpool and Arsenal are showing concrete interest. Newcastle don't want to lose their man. Big days ahead. Like I don't know how reliable that is, but there is a lot of stuff going around that we are going to bid 100 million. We are going to try 100 million for Isak, but then you've also got a lot of stuff that came out yesterday about Barcola. Like it was in the Metro, so it was in a main London. It was on a main London website. Barcola. It was in the Scum. It was on their page. It was in the Mirror. It's on. Where is it? It's on Inside Football. It's on theirs. But this one today was a reporter that said that, where is it? It said that he does not want to quit the Parc des Princes and he's happy to remain, from a reporter called Jose Casse. And by the way, this report is French. Like, he's a French reporter. So, and this was on the BBC, by the way. Like, this was in the BBC website. Liverpool are reportedly lining up PSG forward Bradley Barcola after completing Florian Wirtz. I'm not joking. That was on the BBC website. Like is all of these media outlets really going to bring out Bradley Barcola from nowhere if there's nothing? Like, why would they do that? Like, where are they getting this information from that they're all talking about Bradley Barcola? And I know Paul Joyce isn't, and I know David Ornstein isn't, and I know Fabrizio Romano isn't. But all of the rags are talking about Barcola. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know where this is coming from. Like, is this a smokescreen? Is this us like throwing everyone off the trail by bringing out the Barcola stuff? Everyone's talking about Barcola, and then we go and get Ekitike, or we go and get Isaac, or we go and get Alvarez. Like, I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. I know it's a shame we didn't get Elise. We talked about Elise loads, didn't we? We talked about Elise loads, didn't we? The amount of times I talked about Elise. Like, I was on Jamie's show talking about him every week, saying we have to get him, and then we didn't get him, and then he went to Bayern Munich and balled it, absolutely balled it out. We could have had him for like 50 million, 60 million. We could have had him for. You think we are? You think we're getting Isaac? I know I convinced you we are, but you think we are? I don't know. I don't know about Alvarez because Simone's literally come out and talked about Alvarez, but it just makes me wonder, like, why is a manager or an owner of a club coming out and talking about their player and saying Liverpool? Like, I don't get it. Ben Jacobs said we're still in for Ekitike. He did. He did say we're still in for Ekitike. But Manchester United are also in for Ekitike now. And it looks like they're not going to get Victor Gyökeres. So maybe Ekitike goes there. And maybe they stump up 85 million, because I don't think we're going to spend 85 million. 100 million for Isaac and give them Quansah. Yeah, I think Quansah's going somewhere else, mate. I think Quansah's going to buy Leverkusen for 40 million, which is going to save us a lot of money on the Wirtz transfer. I think Quansah's going to buy Leverkusen. I also think that Elliott might be going to Aston Villa as well, by the way. This popped up today. Liverpool to accept 30 million Harvey Elliott offer from Aston Villa. So Aston Villa are looking to move Anana on. He just hasn't worked. And they're looking to add Harvey Elliott. This is from the Birmingham Mail. So Brian King, who speaks exclusively on Villa, has said that President Operations Monkey has highlighted Harvey Elliott as the perfect player to move into Villa's midfield. And then that makes a lot of sense. And then now that makes a lot of sense that Morgan Rogers might go to Chelsea. Because if Morgan Rogers goes to Chelsea, then they will replace him with Elliott, and they'll obviously get a huge fee from Chelsea. I also want to talk about Duran as well, by the way. There's links to Duran on loan, which have popped up tonight, which I'm going to show. I'm just going to close some screens down 2 seconds. 2 seconds. So I'm just going to close down some screens. Where are we? is that? Wild card loan. Okay, this one here. This is in the Liverpool Echo tonight. Wild card loan signing makes perfect sense after 232 million transfer hauls complete. So John Duran, where is it? Yeah, so they're also including the signing of Mamadashvili into the money. So according to Saudi Arabian sports channel, Al Nassr striker John Duran may be looking for a temporary means of escape from the Gulf. They cite personal difficulties that has impacted his mental and well-being, and by extension his form. This comes 6 months after the 21-year-old £65 million switch. The fact Liverpool would be spending over 200 million in one fell swoop on several recruits, with long-term planning in mind, being able to offer a loan for Duran would be an incredibly savvy piece of business. He scored 20 goals in 75 Villa games. Like, most of them are off the bench. Like, we know, he was a monster off the bench. Speaking about Duran, the Liverpool star and fellow Colombian internationals said, from day one I met him. So this is what Darwin Nunez said. Luis Diaz said about him. Diaz has also described Duran as the best Colombian have right now. Also, Gabriel Vega's left them as well, because there seems to be players that are leaving Saudi Arabia now. What does everyone think about that? Because I think Duran would be a sensational signing. Like he's a really good player, very, very good player. I get that though, but it is the Liverpool Echo, like, and it's also an outlet from their country. So, and if the guy wants out, then we could definitely take him on loan, and he would save us a packet. Duran is better than Nunez. 100%. Like, if we can't get Isaac done, or we can't get Ekitike done, or we can't get Alvarez done, or Barcola, or any of them, we can't get any of our main signings over the line, like, as in those kind of strikers. I'd take Duran on loan, 100%. I'd take him on loan. He'd be absolutely brilliant. He would, wouldn't he? He'd proper bag for us, loads of goals. He scores worldies as well. He scores absolute worldies. What would be interesting is maybe they take Nunez. And we can take Duran. Like, just get that one done. Yeah. What's that? Game at players talk. Do you think it's slowly getting back to Saudi? I don't really know. I don't know. So that was the Duran stuff that I wanted to bring up. I also wanted to bring up the fact that we're going to be hiring Giovanni Van Bronckhorst as our assistant manager, as our other assistant coach. I don't think he's going to be assistant manager. I think he's just going to be another coach. He was managing Besiktas in Turkey for the last 6 months. So it obviously didn't work out in Turkey. So it looks like we're bringing another Dutch guy in, bit of a legend. I think he played for Barcelona, didn't he? Van Bronckhorst. He's obviously Arsenal as well. I think he played under Arsene Wenger. Like, I'm not too sure. Maybe it was before Arsene Wenger, but he was a good player. So yeah, that's a nice little move there, picking up another coach. Maybe he's good with set pieces as well. Like that might be a deciding factor. I also wanted to bring up the Gerald Quansah piece. So this was in Liverpool.com. I know it's not a brilliant outlet, but basically it talks about Bayer Leverkusen may just make us an offer that we can't turn down for Quansah. I don't think we are looking to sell him. However, if they made an offer that was over 40 million, I don't think we'll turn it down. I think we genuinely just accept it. The money might just be too good. And they're putting him down as a main replacement now for Jonathan Tah. Like he is their number one replacement. They were looking at the French lad from Seville, Bardet, and they were looking at him. We were also looking at him. So we may well go for him, and they may end up with Quansah. That's something that might happen. Because we were looking at Bardet. He's the French international. I think he's like 24, 25. So I'm not 100% sure. But I think if we get 45, what do you say, 45, 55? Yeah, I think if they offer over the 40 mark, I think we'll probably accept it. What else have we got? There's no point talking about that. I might as well bring up a few things that are not Liverpool related, just because I think they probably need to be talked about. Does anyone think that Gyökeres is going to be a bit of could be have a bit of an attitude problem, and maybe that's the reason why we're not looking at him? Because the guy's now come out and said that he's never going to play for Sporting again. Like he's literally said he's not playing for the team anymore, and he wants to move. Like, and he's annoyed that they didn't keep their promises. Like he feels a little bit like Acuna. Like he's starting to sound like a bit of a problem. So maybe Arsenal might be better off with him than us. So maybe that's the reason why we're not interested. You know, we want players that want to play for the club. Like, you know, we're not interested in that kind of character. So yeah, so it looks like Gyökeres has refused to play for Sporting again, and he's trying to force a move out, which is not a nice thing. It's not what we'd want our players to do. He's quality, but he will cost a bit. But would he cost 40 million that we get for Quansah? Like, what if we got 40 million for Quansah? Would you spend that on him? Like, that's good money. Like, they did finish 17th, you're right. Like, so we might actually be a lot cheaper. They might have to sell him for like 25 because they finished 17th. And it makes me wonder, like, why Bayer Leverkusen aren't looking at him now. Yeah, he's not our age group. I tell you what's really interesting is if you listen to the Gary Neville Mo Salah podcast, Gary Neville asks Mo, I'll go on full screen. Gary Neville asked Mo, how did you think your chances were of signing a new contract? And Mo said 10%. And Gary was like, really? Why is that? And Mo just said, well, we'll just look at the history. Like Liverpool don't give out contracts to older players. So he didn't think he was going to get a contract. Like, and that's crazy. And then Neville said to him then, you come out with some really good stuff. Like it was a really good interview. And he came out and said, so what about the contract then? So when did you think it was moving along? When did you think the contract was going to start? Like, you know, when did the negotiations become a real thing? And Mo said it didn't. He didn't really start having proper conversations till January. And Gary Neville said to him, "Well, why is that then?" And Mo said that I think they just wanted to see if I was still good. Like, they wanted to see whether I was still going to be good. And that's why we waited till January, like till we started negotiations. We didn't actually start negotiations till January for Mo and Virgil, apparently, according to Mo. Which is crazy. And he also talked about Slot, like the fact that, like, Slot showed him a video of Mo going into training. This is brilliant by Slot, by the way. So Slot showed him a video. This was the first meeting Mo and Slot had, yeah. And Slot showed him a video, 3 different clips, yeah, of Mo walking into training, like, and starting training, the first 5 minutes of training. And the first one had Mo just walking in, like, and he was just like kind of dragging his feet, and he wasn't really that interested, and he wasn't really putting that much effort in to start. And then the second one, he showed the players a couple of days later following Mo, and they were doing the same as Mo. Like, they were just like wandering in, and they were, and then the other one, he then showed Mo doing a training session where he was like really giving it loads of effort, and then he showed the players doing the same. And then Slot said to him, "I want this Mo, because this Mo won't win us the league, but this Mo will win us the league." And Mo was like, "Well, why is that?" And he goes, "You don't realize that you are such a leader in the team, that the players' attitude in training is dictated by your attitude in training. And if you don't start at 100%, they don't, because they follow you." And Mo was blown away by it. Like, Mo was blown away by like how he noticed that, and how it made him feel, because then he just put 100% in all the time then. And he was always thinking in his mind, if I don't show it, if I don't lead by example, then the players won't lead by example as well, and they won't follow me like that. And yeah, like, he was talking about that, and just listening to it, thinking, bloody hell. And then Neville said, when did you realize that like Arne Slot was like a really good manager? And he said that there was a game where we were getting outrun, and then in the dressing room, he literally said, "I need you to move here. I need you to move here." And he literally was moving players around, like in the middle of the game and in half time. And then the substitutes came on and completely changed the game. And Mo was just like, wow, this guy can, like, he can change things in games. And he did have a little bit of a dig against previous. He did, because he literally said that in the past it was just this is how I play, and nothing really changes on the pitch. Like, he literally said that. And then he also said that this was the best season he's ever had, where he's felt part of a team, like, as in working together in a team, which I think's mad, because like, he's done bits with us before, but he also said in the next 2 years he wants us to win the Champions League and the Premier League. He wants one of each in each season as a minimum. That's what Mo said. Came from his mouth. Like, have a listen to the interview. It's really good. It's like 20 minutes long. It's a really good interview. Really good interview. He also said that that the way he plays this season, where he holds off defenders, the coaching team have realised that that's a really big strength of his, and it was never utilised as much. So they basically worked on his core strength in the gym, on the in training, so he can hold off players more. And he also said that he's always been good at passing, and he's always been really good at creating chances, but he was never asked to do that. Like, he was never given the opportunity to be able to do that before for the previous manager, which I think is crazy. Like, I genuinely think that's crazy, that was never something that was utilised. Like, he literally said, I could provide 15 assists every single season, like, if I'm given the opportunity to be in the position to do it. But I was never given that opportunity because I was too busy running back, or I was too busy getting in positions where I wasn't able to provide that kind of play, which is unbelievable. But that's what you're going to get with Mo. Like, Mo's only going to get better. And Mo also said that he thinks he can play till he's 40. Mo's going nowhere. Like, Mo is going nowhere. I know he signed a 2-year extension, but Mo will sign another 2-year extension. Like, he just will. He's in the shape of his life still. It's a really good interview. I suggest you check it out. And Neville's all right. Like, he comes out with some wild stuff, but it's a good interview. What else have we got for you? So I got the Isak stuff. So I might as well show you some more stuff on Isak. Okay, so here we go. Get everyone excited. Okay, so Isak, this is in goal. Alexander Isak next. Liverpool to target Newcastle striker after Florian Wirtz deal with £100 100 million. 100 million. I'll big up Husam. Big up Husam. Bless, man. Bless. Bless you, ledge. Awesome. Thank you very much, Husam. Sorry, I'm just messaging him. Amazing. Okay, there's loads of you in the house. Hit the like and subscribe early, please. It helps with the algorithm. Let's have a look at the Isak stuff. I know you probably just covered a lot of this, but we can delve into this. So 127 million for Wirtz, and then we're ready to pop another 100 million to see if we can take Isak. I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, this one, I just don't know about. Like I feel like I feel like we've really done a lot of work on Isak. I just feel like we've done a lot of work on Isak. Like, I really do. I feel like this is a signing that we've put so much groundwork into, that if they hadn't got Champions League, I think that would have happened quickly. I just think it would have happened quickly, and I think it would have involved, I don't know, maybe we'd have thrown in Quansah and potentially Elliott. Like, you know what? There's one player, I don't even want to say this, but I think there's one player that I think we could throw in with money, which I think might actually get the deal done. And I think it's Curtis Jones. I think Newcastle are really missing a Curtis Jones in their team. If we threw 100 million in Curtis Jones, I think we'd get Isak. I genuinely think we'd get Isak because Newcastle are looking at forwards, and this guy, people have talked about him for Liverpool, by the way, and that may well still happen. I don't know, but João Pedro is definitely linked to Newcastle. Also, Brian Mbeumo was 100% linked to Newcastle. Like, these guys were linked to Newcastle. Like, I don't want to be like an ITK or anything like that. I just don't. But genuinely, I think if we threw 100 million, maybe even 80 million, and Curtis Jones, I think we could get Isak. I just do. I just feel like Newcastle are missing that kind of player, because their midfield is just a combination of grunts, like just really hard-working guys who can score screamers, no doubt. Like, but they're not those type of players. Like Bruno Guimaraes, he can do a bit of everything. Joe Willock is just not kicked on. Like, he didn't do it at Arsenal. He's not done it at Newcastle. Let's be fair. He probably gets sold. I think he's homesick as well, by the way. Jolinton's just a big grok who just kicks everyone up in the air. And then you've got Tonali. Tonali's good, but you don't know how long Tonali's going to be around. Like, and that's three. They've got no one else. Like, nobody else. Like, honestly, give them Curtis Jones, because Curtis Jones might now be the odd one out at Liverpool. He might now be the odd one out. We've got enough midfielders now, that Curtis Jones might actually be the one that doesn't play as many games. Like, we've got Wirtz. Wirtz is going to play in the 10. Szoboszlai is going to probably rotate with McAllister, Wirtz, and also the likes of Gravenberch. And we're also keeping Endo. And we have been linked with defensive midfielders like Stiller and Adam Wharton. You know, Curtis Jones might be the odd one out. Like, Harvey Elliott's probably going to get moved on. Maybe Curtis Jones, maybe Harvey Elliott goes to Newcastle and we throw 100 bags. I don't know. Cash plus Quansah. Does Quansah start for Newcastle? That's the question. Fabian Schär is brilliant. And then you've got Sven Botman. He's brilliant. If Sven Botman gets injured, then fair enough. But is that not the same scenario where Quansah's at Liverpool and he's not hoping, but he's going to get his chance if someone gets injured? Harvey Barnes has took Gordon's position at the moment. So they move Isak on, then Gordon plays as the main striker, and then you've got Curtis Jones, his best mate, behind him. Like, Newcastle could do really well with a Curtis Jones. Like him and Gordon together could do them well. They could do well with those two. They really could, because everything is so focal to Isak. It really is. It's really focal. It's like, it's quite one-dimensional how Newcastle play with Isak in the team. Like, I know he can do a lot more, but they haven't got a lot more. Like, they've got Isak and they've got potentially one winger or two wingers that don't score a lot of goals, apart from the breakout season that the Irish lad had. I can't remember his name, but he had a good season. But he's like 30 years old. And then you've obviously got Anthony Gordon, who's hot or cold. Like, Anthony Gordon went completely off the boil as soon as Liverpool, the move to Liverpool didn't happen. Like, and he's not going to come to Liverpool now. Like, we're not going to pay 80 million for him when we'd rather buy Isak. So I don't know. I don't think they've shown any interest, but I'm just saying, like, that's just my point of view. Like, I don't want to sell Curtis Jones, by the way. And let me make that clear. I don't want to sell Curtis Jones. But if there's a player that we could put in with money to get Isak out, I think Jones would be one. They wouldn't want Nunez. They wouldn't want Diaz. They wouldn't want Jota. So it'd be an interesting one. And I don't think Quansah would want to go there as a third choice when he could potentially go to Bayer Leverkusen as a first choice. Konsa wants to play first team football. That's mainly the reason why Konsa wants to move, because he's now 4th choice. He's behind Gomez. So, and it's whether Gomez goes. Like, I know Aston Villa are looking at him. There's a couple of other clubs like Crystal Palace, West Ham. There's a couple of other clubs that are looking at him, but it's whether Gomez wants to go. Like, you know, Gomez is happy to play like 20 games. So it'd be fine to be 3rd choice, 4th choice for us. And then we bring in a youngster, like a young central defender that can maybe play left side, that can learn off them and gradually become that kind of player. But I also wanted to show you, where is it? I also wanted to show you a couple of images that I took, because I've worked out how to do the camera now, how to take photos of my screen and share them. So I was going to show you this one, which I think is brilliant. Let me remove that. Let me add that. Why wouldn't it let me add that? There it is. Yes, it works. So if you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen that, I might need to make this a bit bigger. Actually, that should be okay. Okay, so if you haven't seen it, Canate posted up this. I took this from the Liverpool post. So this was the Liverpool Instagram page, by the way. So this was the Liverpool Instagram page. Thank you for all the fans, for the love and support this year. You've been amazing from start to finish. It's been a great season for me and the club. So many special moments, and of course, winning our 20th Premier League. Unforgettable. Now it's time to rest up, enjoy the holidays, and come back stronger. And then he obviously talked about the fans. Next season, we go again. I mean, you can read into that how you want, but for me, I think he's staying. I 100% think he's staying. I think we can put that one to bed now, I think, and we can kind of see it as he's going to be Liverpool playing next season, and him and Virgil side by side, another great season ahead. I think he'll stay as well, 100%. I think he wants to win. I think he wants to win the Champions League, because he wasn't in our Champions League. Was he in our Champions League winning team? Can someone write that in the chat? I can't remember whether he was in the team that won the Champions League. I think it was Matip, wasn't it? He wasn't, was he? No. So he wants to win the Champions League, because he's not won the Champions League. He wasn't. I thought so. It's a perfect catalyst, isn't it, for him to kick on and to get a Champions League medal. I'm sure he wants one. You're right, AA. You're absolutely right. Like, that would make a lot of sense, that we go for the likes of a Nathan Zehe or Budali, one of those youngsters. I think Budali is actually quite close to signing. I actually wanted to share this as well. That we're in the process of signing this kid. Where is he? There's a 15-year-old kid that we're looking to sign. This is the type of stuff that we didn't do over the last couple of years. Like, since Edwards left in 2021, we haven't been doing stuff like this. Like, and apparently we're close to closing this one for 800,000. 15-year-old guy called Sidi Nade, Senegalese winger, highly rated. played really well in the under-17s, which is like 2 years below his age group. So it looks like we might need to check his passport though, because he does look about 20. And if you look at the pictures of him online, he does look older than he is. But if Albert's in the chat, then if you know, you know. Zizi is a French under-19s. He's left side. He plays. Yeah, there you go. You said it. Plays for Nantes. He's good. He's a good player. He's a bit like Lenny Yoro. Like he's rated like Lenny Yoro, and he's had quite a few games under his belt. What position do I see Wirtz playing next season? I see him as a 10 or a left winger, and potentially more left wing than a 10, if I'm completely honest. Like, I do think he'll play left wing quite a bit, but that depends if Diaz goes. And also, I wanted to show you this as well, because this was something that I noticed today. Where is it? So it's Barcelona putting a price cap on how much they want to spend on Diaz. Let me just share it 2 seconds. Is it there? No, it's not there. It's not there. Oh, this one as well, by the way, popped up on Football Fancast, just in case you haven't seen it. So Gonzalo Inacio as a potential incoming. We've looked at him before. Like, we've definitely done all the scouting on this guy before. I don't know. Like, I like Diamonde as well, who plays for the same club. But apparently we've looked at him, and if you put his stats up against Dean Huijsen, he is very, very similar. Like, they are really close in numbers. Like, Inacio's better in some areas, but Inacio's 22, Dean Huijsen's 20. But yeah, you wanted him as well. He's a good player. He's a good player. He's also left-footed, which obviously helps. He's a good player. I agree. Like, he's a good player. I can't find them. I don't know where that's gone. I must have closed the screen. I did have a screen about Darwin Nunez. So 60 million euros is the maximum amount that that Barcelona are willing to offset for. Was it here? Oh, okay. No. I also seen this as well, which is Inter Milan are looking at Chiesa from Calico blog. I don't know how true that is though, but this is on the Anfield Index. This was on the Anfield Index. Calico blog here. I think it's in Italian, so if you open it up, you're probably not going to be able to understand it. If you're Italian, you will. But yeah, it's there. That was the. Yeah, so it's on that blog, but I don't know how reliable that is, by the way, but it is. I also found this one quite funny as well. Arsenal have hit a roadblock with Sesko. The German club are demanding the striker's full release clause of 65 million, which I think's a reasonable price, because I thought they wanted 85, but it must be 85 million euros. But yeah, that's an interesting one, which it probably means why they're going for Gyökeres. What else have we got? Have we got anything else? No, I've got nothing else to cover there. I've got a couple of other things I wanna share, which are some more screenshots which I want to show. 2 seconds. So I've got this one, which I thought was good. So this was, I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get copywritten, but this was Emil Heskey talking about the type of player which Liverpool have been missing for a long time. And he said the sort of player like Coutinho, and he obviously said that Florian Wirtz is a really important player that could take Liverpool to the next level, because we haven't had that type of player for a long time. I'm just going to close some more screens. Yeah, okay. So there's that one. Also wanted to show this one. This one here, which was about Wirtz. This was only like an hour ago. So the medical will take place as the agreements are done. So no need to worry. Wirtz is a Liverpool player. Have fun. That was on Fabrizio Romano's like 2 hours ago now. Yeah. So everyone can stop fretting on that. Also wanted to show this one. This one, which I thought was hilarious. I was actually going to show this at the start. So Virgil van Dijk didn't post a goodbye message to Trent, in case you didn't know. Like a lot of the players did. He didn't. Also, this one. Turns out the celebration that Trent did actually meant that he was learning Spanish. That's what the celebration meant. I'm learning Spanish. Trent speaking perfect Spanish backs up everything about planning to run down the contract over the last 2 years. He will never be forgiven. I'm telling you. Like, he thinks he's going to walk around Liverpool and have an easy life. He will not. The fans will not forgive him for the slip he had today, and the fact that he said that. Like, the Paddy Power video is amazing, and I really want to play it, but I can't because I'll get copywritten. But if you haven't seen the Paddy Power video about Liverpool legends talking about the best ever right back, and them saying every other name apart from Trent, and when they got asked what this is about Trent, and they went, who? It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable, the players that they got to do that. Genius. Absolute genius. They got Phil Thompson to do it, for God's sake. Oh, we got Emil Heskey in here, who I just brought up a comment on. Emil Heskey. Big up Emil Heskey. Also got this one, which was on the Liverpool feed today. They obviously reposted it, but this is what Slot did last season. Number 1 in Premier League goals with 86. Number 1 with shots on total shots with 648, and not a lot of those were Darwin Nunez, so that's good to see. Number one with shots on target with 231. Number one with big chances created with 150. Number one with expected goals with 83 goals expected. We outscored our expected goals by 3, which is brilliant as well, by the way. To be able to do that over a whole season is really difficult, to keep the expected goals above your goals. Sorry, your goals above your expected goals. It's really hard to do. Number one with goals. Number two with goals conceded, 41. Unfortunately, the Arsenal and the Chelsea game kind of caught up. Like, we caught up with goals, and I think Arsenal beat us by 1. And number one with clean sheets. Alisson was so important again. Ali was so important to play all those games again. And the fact that Ali has turned around and said he doesn't see himself go until 2027. Like, Mamardashvili might just be another Queven Gallagher. He might just be another Queven Gallagher. Like, or we might end up selling him. Like, I don't see how he gets past Ali. If Ali doesn't get injured anymore, then I don't see how he gets past him. Like, crazy, innit? What else have we got? I'm made up that I've been able to put these pictures in here now, so I'll be able to do more of this now. Add more stuff. I found this hilarious if you didn't know. Like, did you know that Gabriel was bald? Did you know Gabriel was bald? I didn't know he was bald. I always thought he had a full afro. Like, isn't that wild? You knew he was bald. I didn't know he was bald. Like, was he bald for Arsenal? I don't remember that. Oh, okay. So everyone knew now. All right, and it was just me that didn't. Okay. Anyway. Anyway, and don't even ask me how that popped up on my Instagram feed, but it did. It popped up on my Instagram feed. Gabriel being bald. What else have we got? I've got this as well. Thought you might like this. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, yeah, I did a poll in the chat, by the way, so I want to check that poll in a bit. Yeah, I didn't know he was bald. I think he was bald at Arsenal. He went to the same place where Salah went. Yeah, he did. He did. That's probably why he ended up being on my feed, because I was searching for Salah. You never knew that either. Okay, that's better. You didn't know he was bald either. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think of those going? Obviously, these have come in. We know that. But what, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think all of those will go out of 1 to 10? Obviously, Canate, we can probably take off that list. Like, we can take Canate off that list. Okay, so if we count the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll do 5 out of that 8, because Trent's gone, Queven's gone, Canate's staying. Out of that list there, you think Diaz and Canate stay? Yeah, I think Canate stays anyway. Wow, you think all of them will go apart from Canate? Wow, that's a lot. Elliot, Nunez, Costas. I think Costas will go. I asked Lewis Steele on his live chat whether Costas will go. I was the only one that did, and he said yeah. He said Costas will go. And if you haven't seen the Andy Robinson interview, you should listen to that as well. It's a pretty good interview. Like, he talks about Kirkes. He also talks about Wirtz. he literally tells us Kirkes is coming. He also tells us Wirtz is coming. This is an interview that happened a couple of days ago. It's like while he was playing golf. It's an interesting interview. And he also thinks that there's a good chance that he will play less games next season, and he's prepared for it. So I think, and he also says that he knows he's only got 1 year left on his contract, but he feels there could be hope because Mo and Virgil got new deals. So he thinks that maybe he might get an extension. I'd be fine with giving Robbo an extension, like for another 2 years, if he's going to be back up to Kirkes. I'd be absolutely fine with that, and we just reduce his wages, like, and then he can go to Celtic for like when he's like 32, like, you know, because I mean, to be fair, he might go to Celtic anyway because they've signed Turney, and Turney's always injured. So is it really going to make any difference? Yeah, I'm up for Robbo sticking around for another year or two as well. You know, I think Jota. Oh, Jota's not on that list, is he? That's interesting. Jota's not actually on that list. I don't know about Jota. His name's never popped up. His name's just hasn't popped up as a player that could be sold. But the guy scored 1 goal since January. Like, it's just not good enough. And like, Jota's gone a whole 12 months without scoring a goal. So he has these moments where he gets injured and he just doesn't score. Like, I think vice captain's Mo. Like, it's been talked about. I think vice captain is Mo. Like, it's been talked about. The only thing about Mo is why would you give the vice captaincy to a guy that's always going to play the same games as the captain? Like, and when they don't play, they both don't play. So why would you give the vice captaincy to Mo when he's always going to be on the pitch with Virgil? Like, you give it to someone who if Virgil doesn't play, then they'll play, if you know what I mean. So I don't really know. Like, I don't really know. I'm potentially I'd probably give it to Maka. I'd probably give it to Maka. Like I know Mo be a great vice captain, 100%. Or even Alisson, because Alisson will play it if Virgil gets rested. It's an interesting one. Yeah, I know. He's a Man United fan. I know. I could see him going to Manchester United because, well, like, I don't think he'd be bothered about Champions League because the team that he's in, actually, did the team that he's in just qualify for Champions League? I actually think Ekitike's team qualified for Champions League. German League 2025. Where did they finish? Oh, they finished third. They finished third, which means that Ekitike's in the Champions League. Ekitike is not going to move to a non-Champions League team. Like, that would be mad. Like, that'd be mad if he moved to a non-Champions League team. Like, he surely wants to be playing in the Champions League. Like, surely. What's Ornstein tweeted? What's that? Did someone put Ornstein? Has Ornstein done a bomber? Yeah, no, he did actually. That's a good point. Ornstein did mention Jota as one of the potential 7. I remember that. I don't really know with the Jota one. Like, I think Jota's got a second job. Like, it feels like Jota's playing FIFA more than football. Like, it feels like he's playing FIFA more. I don't know, like, but he's been dreadful. Like, Jota looks drunk when he plays football for us now. You know, what I did want to do before I went is I wanted to show you this because I think this is quite important. So I wanted to share this with you all. So I understand where we're at right now, yeah, and we've just got Edwards back, yeah. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go through all of the Edwards signings that he made in the past, just for the next like 7 minutes, okay? And this is a bit of nostalgia, but this is also showing you how many hits this guy gets, yeah? How many hits this guy gets, okay? Like you can tell me in the chat whether you think some of them weren't hits, but these are all the players that Edwards signed at Liverpool before he left in 2021. Okay, so let's just go down memory lane and have a look at some of these before we finish the stream. And also, by the way, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe, please do. And if you want to send me a super chat or you want to become a member, hit the membership link and hit the membership link. If someone could put one of the mods, put the membership link in the chat, that would be amazing. Also, big up for subscribing. And if you have subscribed, please let me know. Look, the Jarrell Hatto one is an interesting one, but I don't think we should be too worried about Arsenal and Chelsea looking at him because we've literally just given them our assistant manager as their manager. We ain't got nothing to worry about Hatto. We'll have first dibs on him. Do not worry about that one. So these are all the signings that Edwards made. Okay, so let's go. Should we rate them out of 1 to 10? Yeah. So rate these out of 1 to 10 in the chat. Yeah. Mo Salah. We'll start with Mo Salah. He cost us 34 million and he scored 32 goals on his debut season. 32 Premier League goals on your debut season. Like, seriously, what a hit he was. What a hit. Next one, Andy Robinson. 8 million quid from Hull. 8 million quid from Hull. He's another 10. He's another 10 out of 10. I know. 32 non-penalty goals as well, because Bobby was taking the penalties. Isn't that mad? Bobby was our penalty taker then. Or was it Bobby or was it it was Bobby. Yeah. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I mean, I've got to say, Ox was a big signing when we took him. Like, nobody knew that we were going to sign Ox from Arsenal. Like, 34 million quid from Arsenal. Like, he was a big player back then. If it wasn't for his injuries, I think Ox could have been a 9 out of 10. I genuinely do. He scored some big goals for us as well, you know. He also came in and did a job when Salah was away in AFCON and also Mane. And he did. So you say 7 out of 10. I'd probably give that a 7 as well, you know. Like, towards the end, he was getting a bit annoying. But that's not his fault, right? That's not his fault. We should have sold him. We should have sold him earlier. And that's also not Edwards' fault. Dominic Solanke. I mean, we got 15 million for him for a kid. And then we got another 9 million for him when he was an adult. So we actually had nearly 25 million off Solanke, and we paid nothing for him. We paid buttons from him. I know he wasn't. I know he wasn't like a 1 out of 10 really, because he didn't play. But we got loads of money from him, and he didn't play for us. Like, I would say that's probably a 10 out of 10 for value. Don't you think? Probably a 10 out of 10 for value. Virgil van Dijk, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10, a million out of 10. Yeah. Fabinho, 44 million quid. Fabinho was 75 million quid. Virgil was. We could have got Virgil for 65 million quid if Klopp hadn't have tapped him up, and we could have got him a year earlier. Imagine if we had Virgil a year earlier. Imagine we had Virgil a year earlier. I don't know what we could have done that year. We might well have been in a better position, like with having Virgil a year earlier. But it is what it is. Fabinho was sensational. 44 million quid. Alisson, what a signing he was. 10 out of 10. Naby Keita. What about Naby Keita? Just didn't work out, did it? Just didn't work out. But Naby was a good player. Like, we had a good win ratio with Naby in the team, by the way. Just crocked. Another one, just like Oxlade-Chamberlain. Just injury problems, but both good players. Both good players. I would give Naby a 7. I give Naby a 7, just like Ox. When they played, they weren't bad players. They weren't bad players when they played. Shaqiri. How good was Shaqiri? Like, when Shaqiri played, he cost us 13 million quid from Stoke. And we used the money that we sold Danny Ward to Leicester to buy him. We sold Danny Ward and we used the Danny Ward money to buy Shaqiri. I'd say he was an 8 out of 10 as well. I would say an 8 out of 10. Like, I might have kept Shaqiri for another year as well, you know, because he wasn't letting up. He was still being a great player. Like, even when he was older. Yeah, he did well for Barcelona as well. Fair point. Did really well against Barcelona. Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott was signed by Edwards. Ginny Wijnaldum wasn't signed by Edwards, I don't think. I think Ginny was signed before Edwards. I need to look. No, Ginny Wijnaldum was signed before Edwards. That was the year before. That was the year before Edwards was director of football. I think Ginny was the year before Edwards was the director of football. Was Ginny signed with Mane? I need to look now. Hang on, let me have a look. Did Edwards sign Ginny? 2016. Mane and Ginny. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna post this here. I'm gonna put this in the chat because people might not have known this, but Mane and Ginny were signed in the summer of 2016, and Edwards wasn't promoted officially to sporting director until November 2016. So Edwards was involved in the scouting, but he wasn't the director of football. So he didn't actually sign them, but he was involved in the recruitment of them. Yeah. I think what's quite wild, Dr. Feelgood, is some of the players that we got through his scouting, which I think would have been quite interesting as well. Yeah, no, we signed him in 2016, but he wasn't the director of football when we signed him, James. Yeah, you're right. You did tell us that the Klopp was behind Mane. He was. Anyway, I'm going to carry this on again in another show because it's late now. Obviously, it's late. Big up everyone that's tuned in. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe, please do. And one of the mods, if you can put the membership link in the chat, please. If you want to join my membership, I've just posted up a couple more videos. I'll be posting up another video this weekend of my trip to Liverpool. It's like a vlog of behind the scenes. If you see this picture behind me, hang on, let me put it on full screen. If you see this picture behind me, I had the whole pitch to myself. So I got to do a lot of cool stuff. And I've been posting up videos of that. Also a tour of the ground, and also I did like a private tour of the museum, which I will also post up more videos. 100 likes on the button. Amazing work, everyone. I always want to have a minimum of 100. That's great. Really good. Really good that you've done that. Thanks a lot. That's the membership there. Appreciate that, Harrison. Also, massive thanks to Peter for the super chat. Always appreciated. If you haven't liked, subscribe, please do. And I will catch you again soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, I don't know. But if you hit the notification bell, then you will get my latest updates. And what I'm definitely going to do is I'm definitely going to cover off the rest of Edwards' signings. And I also want to look at some of the players that he got when he was in the committee. And we can also have a look at the players that we signed after Edwards left. And then we can kind of work out where we're going to be, where we're going, you know, and just work out things like that. And then we can do a deep dive into potential players leaving and also potential strikers. Let's just chop things up and see how things go, because we've still got another couple of days now until the transfer window reopens. So, you know, let's just have fun before all the fun starts and Wirtz officially signs and Kirkez does the Axeline and all that stuff, and we'll see how it goes. All right. But also, massive thanks to everyone that's tuned in. Also, massive thanks to Don, who did the raid. I'm on his show tomorrow night, so if you want to tune in, I'm on his show tomorrow night. I'm actually going to divert to his show tomorrow night now. So you can actually, you wouldn't have even done a show for tomorrow yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to leave it now, all right? So big up everyone. You have a good evening. I will see you all later on. Take care. Bye-bye.